Finally, there was my cousin Sonia. In addition to being the most beautiful woman I had ever seen, she was one of the few people I could have deep conversations with.
Boris, look at this leaf. Isn't it perfect? And this one? Look. Oh, yeah. Yes, I definitely think that this is the best of all possible worlds.
Yeah, it's certainly the most expensive.
Isn't nature incredible?
To me, nature is, I don't know, spiders and bugs and big fish eating little fish and plants eating plants and animals eating. It's like an enormous restaurant. That's the way I see it.
Yes, but if God created it, it has to be beautiful, even if his plan's not apparent to us at the moment.
Sonia, what if there is no God?
Boris Dmitrovich, are you joking?
What if we're just a bunch of absurd people who are running around with no rhyme or reason?
But if there is no God, well, then life has no meaning. Why go on living? Why not just commit suicide?
Well, let's not get hysterical. I could be wrong. I'd hate to blow my brains out and then read in the papers they found something.
Boris, let me show you how absurd your position is. All right, let's say that there is no God and each man is free to do exactly as he chooses. Well, what prevents you from murdering somebody?
Well, murder's immoral.
Immorality is subjective.
Yes, but subjectivity is objective.
Not in an irrational scheme of perception.
Perception is irrational. It implies immanence.
But judgment of any system or a priori relation of phenomena exists in any rational or metaphysical or at least epistemological contradiction to an abstracted empirical concept such as being or to occur in the thing itself or of the thing itself.
Yeah, I've said that many times.
Boris, we must believe in God.
If I could just see a miracle. Just one miracle. If I could see a burning bush or the seas part or my Uncle Sasha pick up a check.
We should go back downstairs. By now, the last golden streaks of the sunset are vanishing behind the western hills. Soon the dark blanket of night shall settle over us all.
Hey, you've been going to finishing school. Yeah, are you dating any Russians I should know about?
Well, Minskov has proposed, and he's very sweet and wealthy. But the age difference is too great. I'm 28 and he's 81.
Oh, that is big.
When I'm 50, he'll be 103.
That's a bad age for men. They slow up a lot.
Oh, and Voskovec has made his intentions clear. But he deals in herring, and he always smells of herring. Do you know he even bought me herring-scented cologne?
Really? That's probably why the cat follows you around.
Love is everything, Boris. I want to meet some man and scale the heights of passion. Some man who embodies the three great aspects of love: intellectual, spiritual, and sensual.
Well, there's not too many of us around, but it can be done.
So many women settle cheaply.
I know, poor things.
They marry for money.
Money? Well, money.
But I tell you, I feel as though my life would be wasted if I didn't love deeply with a man whose mind I respected, whose spirituality equaled mine, and who had the same, lustful appetite for sensual passion that drives me insane.
You're an incredibly complex woman.
I guess you could say I'm half saint, half whore.
Here's hoping I get the half that eats.
Boris.
Yes?
I have a confession to make.
Yes?
Ever since you and I were little children,
Yes.
I've been in love with your brother, Ivan.
It's only that. Ivan? You're kidding. He can barely write his name in the ground with a stick.
He has true animal magnetism.
Animal magnetism? All that talk about some perfect love and you're hot for Ivan?
He kissed me.
Any place I should know?
It warmed the cockles of my heart.
That's just great. Nothing like hot cockles.
I think he's going to ask me to marry him.
But he's a gambler and a drinker. He's got a Neanderthal mentality. Don't get me wrong. I love him like a brother, just not one of mine.
Wait, you hear that commotion? What is that going on downstairs?